Yeah. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another video from the Triple R. Your boy today is gonna give you some sales advice. Not any salesperson. I'm just giving you some advice. So we're going. No, I'm just kidding. We're going back to one of our videos. Remember, if you guys go through my YouTube channel, one of my first videos was actually me. One of the first video I ever did was me driving, or me doing a video while driving, right, honking at people. Can you hear that? Different hung, different truck. Little not that smoother like the other one, but it gets the job done. So today's video, guys, we're gonna be talking about when you purchase a car. All right, like I said, I'm no salesperson, so I don't know if you guys know, but recently I sold my truck. Right, I had this truck. I was financing it. I sold it back to the dealership. It was kind of wasting money out of pocket. You know, the better solution was to return it. You know, but I still have my other trucks. I had basically had three. Now I was left with two. I got that one. Got rid of that one. I'm left with one. And then I had a car, right? But the car broke down. Something went wrong with transmission. You know, shit happens when the cars are a little old. I mean, the car was at 250,000 miles. So, I mean, no, 15,000 miles, my bad. So, it had to give up on us, right? But, that happened. And for a while, I was like, no, I'm not gonna use a car. The thing with the trucks is that trucks are hard to get by. Like, well, yeah, the gas is super expensive, right? But I don't complain about that shit. Blah, people that spend their time, oh, gas. I hate it when rich people, oh, gas is so pricey. Just pay that shit, motherfucker. One of the reasons people get rich is to pay the fucking gas, and they don't complain. Let's be honest. I want to be fucking rich so I don't complain about the stupid things like, oh, this shit was stupid. Fuck that. Let's fucking pay it. That's a poor mindset. When you complain about gas or something, you're complaining about the government. When you complain about the government, it means that you fucking let the government decide your shit. You should be the one in charge of your stuff, not the government. You be in charge of your shit. Anyways, fuck that. I ain't no fucking finance channel here. Go see Graham Stephan, Valuetainment for that shit. You'll love it. But then, yeah, that happened, right? Then our car broke down, so we noticed we needed another one. And so this video is about showing you guys how to check out cars and shit, because I have a lot of friends that sell cars, like young cats, right? I'm 21. I have a friend who's I think he's 24. He sells cars. I have another one who's younger than me. He's 19 and he sells cars, right? They're brothers. And so they were telling me about, like, they were taking me places and shit, and they were telling me about cars. And then I've met people throughout, right? But I saw these cars on OfferUp, right? And I mean, number one, you should always go test drive it and check out the car, right? But so I threw an offer to him, and the guy, North, I know, and and the guy said, yeah, sure, you know, I threw an offer, and he said too low. He's like, but come back, you know, let's do this, right? So we had already negotiated, right, the number, and we negotiated because this guy he lived pretty far from where I'm. Usually, if it's like even an hour away, no, like let's say 30-40 minutes away, I'll go personally check out the car, right? But this one was kind of far. It was somewhere in Victorville. And so so somewhere in Victorville, right? A far car. And so we went to check it out, and when I got there, he had set one price, and then blah blah. So then one thing is always check out the price, make sure. But another thing is that sometimes cars look really nice on pictures, like when you're about to buy them, like when you're going through on OfferUp or Craigslist. Because I think the best place to buy cars right now is OfferUp. And something I noticed that used cars are extremely high. Like there's no cars, because everyone's trying to like put their hands on straight fours, V4s, you know, little cars, little engines. And well, that's one thing. And then there's, well, obviously high demand, low, like no inventory, right? Like low cars, and there's a high demand for cars. So that's why they're expensive, because there's no cars, and right now they're expensive. So I went to Stepper, right? And the people are like, let's say I saw 5 cars, like 3 people were like, yeah, the car works perfect, blah, 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 everything works. Then you get there and it's a piece of shit, right? You turn it on and the engine's like, you can hear that, like the chains sounding and shit. Chains are basically something that what the engine's built out of, right? So I'm like, fuck, man. And I tell them, what's that noise? Oh, it's just something stupid. Well, no, like, also you gotta know about cars, because sometimes, surprisingly, it had 100,000 miles, which is really good, right? 100,000 miles is really good. Like, literally, it had 114,000, but the car was real fucked up. So So the price was okay, and it's just the car I need to like I said, like sometimes I gotta drive far, so I'll just take that little shit for now till I get my hands on my Rolls Royce and my Ferrari, my Lambo and shit. But for now, we'll stick to that shit, you know, a little car, economical car, you know, get point A to B, right? And so, right, so the miles were good, the price was okay, but the car didn't work, and they're trying to like tell you, yeah, blah blah blah, you know, all this shit. And then another thing you guys have to take in consideration is that when you buy a car, if it has no license plate, I mean, that shit comes out expensive, guys, like real expensive. Like, if you don't know about cars, ask someone that does. Or go to YouTube. That's how I learned most of my shit. Like, everything I learned is through YouTube or like through experiences. Number one. Number two is YouTube. And number three is people showing me, teaching me. And I've seen a lot of rich people do shit. Surprisingly, I've actually seen rich people do things like literally seen them with my own eyes. Like, I didn't pay. I just see people do shit, right? How they walk, how they move. So I try to walk like they move like them, right? Because I want to be like them. And so, yeah. That you guys gotta know about the car, because otherwise they're gonna rip you off. Another thing is that, I mean, if you want to get a real cheap car, then the best option is to like, I mean, yeah, buy it off the street or buy it in a what is it called? Where they like where they raffle the cars, auction, buy them at an auction with someone that knows how to get you in there. But auctions are risky because, I mean, you don't know what's wrong with the car. But sometimes it's something ridiculous, you know, like something dumb, like a little, let's say it's the alternator. Alternators go for like 300. Not bad, 500, right? Repair. I mean, it's not that bad, believe it or not. 500 is not that bad to repair a car that's gonna last you a good amount of time, right? And so, what? Who? Save 7 minutes?
You have 7 minutes already.
Oh, you could have just said. So it's because we're recording on our camera, and something's wrong with it where we have to record some shit, right, guys? Excuse my photographer or my how is it?
Videographer.
Yeah, that. Excuse her.
Unpaid, by the way.
Hey, bro. 3 hours of driving and forget it, guys. So yeah, always make sure that's good. Like I said, today's video was just explaining to you guys, because hey, you'd be surprised how many people like that watch like any videos, maybe my videos, any videos, like want to know some shit like that, as stupid as that. It's not that stupid, because people, you move in a car, rarely do people, like, there's a lot of new cars, I've actually checked, like, let's say at 100%, a big percentage of people finance cars, but also a big, I don't know the numbers, but another big percent of people don't finance cars. They like buying cars cash, used cars. So this goes for the people like used cars. New cars, I mean, you get insurance, but to be safe, always lease a car. But even that is, leasing and financing the car is kind of dumb. There's actually another way that I've been seeing about it, where you basically go to the bank, get approved, and you basically become your own bank, because you pay, all the interest goes to you. I don't know how that works. Look it up. I think it's called personal bank finance. Like, look it up. It's something to do where, like, you don't involve a bank. You basically, obviously you involve the bank to get the loan. Look it up, learn about that. I guess that's I never done it, but it seems more efficient than because if you lease a car, you're basically just renting that shit. I mean, yeah, they pay everything, but might as well buy one in the street. And if you buy a car, then you're getting ripped off, because at the end of, I mean, sometimes it's necessary. Like me, I was financing my truck, so I put in 1 year, I put 40,000. I'm not gonna talk about numbers, but mileage. I put 40,000 miles in 1 year. When I sold the truck back to them, it had 34,000 miles. 1 year. So do the math. If I had it for 2 years, that's 60. In 3 years, I mean the finance program was for 6. In 3 years, I was gonna have like 100 and something. 4 years, the truck was gonna break down, because 3 years, it was probably gonna break down. Every like month, every year, I kept driving more and more and more. Like, I was just getting more crazy driving, because like so much shit going on, right? So I was like, no, I'd rather just my other truck. But anyways, you guys learn about that. That's you gotta learn that by experience, or listening to people like me that done it, or people that have done it, and that's how you learn it. But yeah,
10 minutes.
That's one thing. And so, my bad. The reason why my videographer is telling me how many minutes, because I told you the camera is only going to take like up to like 11 minutes. So, anyways, guys, I hope this video was very educational to you guys. It was very important for me to get this shit out of me, because a lot of people just don't know about how to buy cars. The best way to buy cars, go to an auction with someone you know, because you need a license to get in there. Buy the fucking car. Even a house. If you're buying a house, I've seen that auctions are the way to go. They're so cheap. And you can get that in payment. I don't know how that works actually. I go back, but look at it. Look up that up. The cars, buy it on auction. Oh look, homes for rent. Cool. I'll check it out later. Buy the car on auction. If you buy it on the streets, make sure everything works. I mean, sometimes it's best if there's people that are willing to finance the car on the streets. So cars $5,000, you can put $1,000 down and just drive. Like tell them I'll pay you payments of $500. Trust me, there's a lot of people that would do it. Trust. Like go and offer, it'll say right there, $2,000 down payment, the car's worth $8,000, the rest you can finance. And that's good, because something happens to the car, just tell them, hey, you know what, this shit broke down, I'm not gonna pay you the rest. At least you didn't waste your $8,000. And if you wasted $2,000, maybe that sucks, right? But or what you can do is tell them, hey, you fixed it right now, give me the car back, I got the title. But most people won't give you the title till you're done paying. So just always structure something. And it's best if you go with, if you can't afford an attorney, which isn't even expensive, like I don't know how much, right? Maybe afford a notary, whatever those people that like do the paperwork for you, write it down and shit. Because it's possible. You can get some people can't afford like $8,000 cars, but that's actually where the good cars are. Because if you buy a $1,000 car, you know you're getting trashed. You never know. I'm just saying, if you're buying in the streets, right? Because I've been seeing about that, right? I've been learning everything. I put a little focus in it. I try to learn a lot from it, so I can, like, you know, I don't get shit off, right? But anyways, guys, I hope this video was educational. If you have any comments regardless of this, any questions, comment below. Like the video, subscribe, and remember, your boy Triple R loves you. I'm gonna upload this, and you're gonna see this when you do. I hope this helped you a lot, because I know this channel's not about this, but you know, we post whatever, and I feel like this is very educational, because you'll be surprised. I've come across a lot of people who don't know about this shit. That's not good. They don't know about nothing. That's not good. Peace, guys. I love you, and until next video, your boy Triple R.